loving? Is it real if it ain't buzzing? When they hungry, man, you gotta feed them something that'll fit them whole, like soul food on a Sunday. Even talk about the drugs or the gun blade, the plug to the mundane thoughts that seem one way. Tell me, can you vibe? If the space ain't feng shui, the tongue says one thing, they actions another. Motherfuckers go in huddles when they plan, begin to fumble. Fuck the frauds. Music is my life, so I'ma give my all. Till my last breath, I'ma go against the odds. Head first, oh, don't forget the balls. It's money over bitches, oh yeah, it's law. Applaud to the real ones, deaf to the fake. Let them eat cake, then we snatching back the plate. Figures of speech that reach the masses. If they ain't showing love, they can kiss our asses. Laughter's all you hear passing by. Frequent fly a mouse when we touch the sky. Petrified, you scared, nigga? Just admit it, to the minute that you see us winning, you be in your feelings, giving pity, sitting they too fake. I can't relate to that. So much real shit in this verse, I can't take it back to the basics. Reeboks and aces, shell toes with real self flows to leave traces of love.
Always stay down and acknowledge those who always stuck around and gave love. Cause there's so much we do when we're in love. It's so much, yeah.
Serving cussies on the block while I'm ducking them cops on 50 ready to squeeze just for that government cheese. I'm from Harlem 2 and 2, you know I do this for you. What you mean, auntie and uncle? I got my sons on the roof. Summer nights in front of Jimbo shaking dice, and then we hit the bar. Ride a shotgun, I got a young Felicia Rashad. You catch me in the cypher, there's no order, you just get in line. Niggas know I flip on whenever I bust a rhyme. Remember begging niggas for $5 so I can eat. Now I tell them meet me at City Allen, let's have a feast. Laughing as we high-five for sharing hoes. Never bashing each other back then for sharing clothes. Poor nigga with rich intentions, licking and hitting digits. How it feels to hit that Louis Vuitton and get a fitting. Dap it up with owners of clubs I couldn't get in. Think it's cap if I tell you the bitches that flood my DM. Won't forget about the ones who put me on, although I'm off it now. Kicking up and smelling about it, that's how my office now.
Anything you ever want, anything you ever need, I'll give it to you and you know that it's guaranteed. I do it all out of love.
Yep. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. I'm your host, Twist Johnson. So grab your substance or your drinks or stay sober-minded, if you will. And with that being said, let's start the show. But if you're feeling my vibe, like, share, and subscribe. You can follow all my handles down low in the description below. So before we introduce our guest today, we got the current events that nobody asked for. Today's current events is from Deal News, an online shopping site that has daily discounts and clearance sales from many stores to choose from. That's right, I'm talking about Amazon, Macy's, Under Armour, Nike, eBay, and many, many more. You name it, they have it. You can use their shop to shop and get up to almost 70% off any accessory, any clothing, any deals that's available. The categories they have is Nike, computers, electronics, home goods, travel, and entertainment deals. This is every day, every week. All you have to do is search Deal News from anywhere in the world, and you can get any purchase up to 70% off. I think they also said up to 80% off. Not too sure. But I did see a shirt there that I'm probably going to purchase, so I'm going to check it out. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So don't forget Deal News, and it's an online shopping outlet. So before we get into the pour out and pour up, we're going to introduce our guest today. Tell us what's your name, where you from, and a little bit about yourself, and then you do the pour out.
Hi, my name is Cecilia Ekman and I'm 36 years old and I'm from Sweden. I currently live in Portugal in south of Europe, so I'm from north of Europe and living in the south of Europe right now. And yes, I'm working as a life coach and spiritual advisor and try to help people with their lifestyle, and my specializing is like the relationship with yourself, and it's the most important you have is yourself because you're going to live with yourself yeah, the whole life. So it's the most important thing to realize yourself more and more. Yes.
Okay. There you have it. Nice to meet you, Cecilia. The world is out here waiting. We're in America. Yeah. So we crossing countries right now. This is beautiful. So
Yeah.
before we jump into the show, we're gonna do the pour up or pour out. You said you wanted to do pour out, right? So who we pouring
Yeah.
out for?
I think I do it for my ex because he left life when he was only 31 years old, for like 8 years ago. He was not so good person in the physical life, but I think his soul is with me. So I think he have some blessing with me and have connection with me and my guides. So I give a hi to him and hope he have it's good where he is. Yes.
Okay. So let's pour out for him. Do we have a
Yes.
name for him?
Marcus.
Let's pour out for Marcus. Pouring out for Marcus. All right, let's jump into it. Cecilia, you're a spiritual life coach.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
And yeah.
Okay, so
So
we've had life coaches. I don't believe we had a spiritual life coach just yet, but we did have people who were connected with the spirit realms, but for different areas. They were consultants. Tell us a little bit about spirituality and life coach. How does that tie in together?
yeah, I think it started when I was a child because I was out. My childhood was like a spiritual, or what you say, or my childhood was more mental illness. So I get understanding of the psychology illness, and I was very lonely when I was a child. So I had very good connection to my intuition and my higher self, but I didn't know so much about it. So I start education in mental health and psychology when I was a young adult. And when you more I understand of the human behavior on the psychology level, I understand my gift on my spiritual level. So it's like coming across sometime between I think 28, 30 something, when I was more brave to speak about my spirituality with others, because before 28 I think it was me. I have it for myself. I never speak about it to other people. So I think the psychology and the spiritual me cross each other somewhere. So it's like 6, 7 years ago or something like that. Six,
Hmm.
yeah, 6, 7 years. So I work to get today with, or the journey through that. I think it's like I have seen things in the mental area, and I have worked with the psychology area and people who needed help. You more I think of it, you more I see the connection with the spiritual me, the spiritual everyday life we have on this planet for everyone. So yeah, it's I think I puzzle somehow the dots between them
Hmm.
somehow. Yes.
Like from my understanding, I'm also inside the mental health field myself. I'm a behavior technician and I'm going forward right now for my master's of social work. How does spirituality tie into mental health?
I think it's like the spiritual you is something all people have, like the connection with themselves, the connection with your intuition, your feelings, how you feel, and how things should be and how you want to live. But then to take action to really do what you want to do or what you feel, is you caught up in psychology gene, that is the society, all norms and the stress and everything, like fears that we have, how we should be in the society, how we should be with each other and stuff like that. So I think if you connect them, the psychology area, not to be afraid or move forward to connect with your heart and soul and follow your dreams and love yourself as a person inside and out, even if you don't are small person or society norms, you are a good looking person, you are a good looking person on the inside too. So that connection you have to do in the life to feel good about yourself. You have to mix society norms and society rules and like the how it is in life and how you want it to be, the connection with your soul and heart. I think it's like that you need to choose love instead of guilt and fear and shame and the bad connection with everything that we end up in society sometimes and stuff like that.
From where you're from in the world, what are the most common mental health issues that people face?
Oh my God, I don't know, but I think it's very much stress and we are like, what you say, machines and robots and everything is going to results, performance. It should happen as quickly as possible. You don't have time to feel and think and you don't get help with your emotions through society because I speak about with colleagues and people in Sweden who are working with society's institution for mental health and stuff like that. And it's like the clock is like next patient, and they like serving quick fix for your mental health, and it's involve in many cases medicine or medication to your health. Is to go to what you say the root of your bad feelings are not the society or people who help have no time with those people, so we don't go to the root of the problems. It's more quick fix and here you have like a reception for medication and out there and work.
Right.
So people are more feeling like what you say, they have to do good results and performance anxiety and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Like I agree. As being a social worker, when you have a client that you're having a session, usually runs from 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what the Medicaid is. And the session is to for the social worker to help guide the individual to finding mechanisms that can help them get through the week, get through the days. What happens is, as soon as you might be coming to like a breakthrough, the clock might run out, exactly what you said. Now you have to figure out to give some type of skills, some homework for the next time. There's a running joke. I'm not sure if it's over there in Sweden that psychiatrists, social workers, therapists are paid friends. Have you heard that before?
No, but it makes sense.
When you
Yeah.
hear that, what do you think about when you hear that social services, social work providers are paid friends? How does that make you feel as a
Yeah.
as a professional?
I think it's some point of it because it's like uh, you have a work and you need to have money for your service. Then you have a clock and you have to do things in a certain way to get your money, and it's like being a circus or something because I think if you go out from the society's institution and go to a private company, it's more not the pay, what do you call it? I think it's not more like the money who are the thing. I think people want to help other people more when they have more smaller company, and because they have a specialization or something like that, because they want to help people more, because they have a passion for helping people. But if you work in like the government societies for mental health in other countries or in Sweden, or I think it's in every country, but then you do it because you have a work and you have go on the university in your country to work with it, to own money for it. So I don't think the institution in every country not working. It's more from the small human perspective. I think we're going to help other people more. Yes, I
So,
don't know if I answered.
spirituality and life coach. I wanted to get more in detail about spirituality and wrapping it into your life coaching. How do you wrap spirituality into life coaching? Like, who's your spiritual advisors? Who do you look for in the universe? Like,
Who I'm looking for in the universe, I think it's God or light or what you call it, like the light of God or good feeling emotion, and the what you say angels and my guide, I think, helped me very much too, and it's why I give a blessing to my ex, because I think it was at the last time with our relationship. I think I get connection with my guide, so I think he have something with it to do, or something in the universe. I think he is with my guide or something. So I shout out to my guide and help from universe, yes, and
I know.
light
Well,
there.
what guide? The reason why I'm asking is because I've had some spiritual consultants and people who are connected with the world, and they guidance come from spiritual mothers, spiritual dads, spiritual animals. They have names to these things or individuals, and these are the people that they seek for guidance. So when you're saying like your guide, is it God or is this someone else that are guiding you? That's what I was asking.
Yeah, no, I only guided off my own intuition and the connection between Mother Earth and universe. Because universe is the what you say, masculine, enlightened energy, and Mother Earth is the mother grounded feeling energy. So I think between them you can feel something. How about our life and something like that, how to be more stable in the mother earth energy, but have higher insight from universe or something like that.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to know that. Yeah, I like to think that I have spiritual guides too. It's like angels. We also have, demonic spirits or, anything out there in the universe that's trying to guide you somewhere. I believe that spirituality and mental health is very important. Some people are not religious, they're atheists, they don't believe in any higher powers. They just believe in destiny, which is their prerogative. I feel that if you do have a connection, whether it's Christianity, Buddhism, or any other spiritual religion that you're out there, it does help you have a purpose. It gives some type of structure. It doesn't mean that you have to be fully on board. Like, for instance, Christianity, the biblical terms in the Bible, a lot of people look to Christianity and they follow Jesus and try to follow what it is to walk in the right path, but when it comes to mental health, without spirituality, you feel lost. You feel more stressed. The anxieties, the traumas, and the triggers. I feel like a faith in something helps the healing purpose more in depth. Let me ask your clients, what type of clients do you deal with? What are they asking for? They ask you for relationship advice, or they ask you for mental health advice as far as stress? anxiety, dealing with addictions? Like, what type of individuals are you dealing with?
It's much different. It's every in this category you say with the stress and addiction. Most is relationship. Most is like guy relationships, and many women who are insecure and don't know if the man is with another woman or how they going to fix the relationship, how he going to see you more. It's why I have more specialized myself to help this woman or these persons to see themselves first, not in a narcissistic way. Love yourself more. When you love yourself more, the man or girl going to come after you because your energy is higher and you have a good energy to yourself.
What do you tell if you're dealing with couples? You're dealing with someone who's experiencing insecurities or might have triggers and traumas, might feel like their person is cheating on them. What type of advice do you give someone who you probably, based on their story, obviously the person is cheating on them, and it seems like they're basically on the outs, but the person is not really realizing this. Like, what type of advice do you give someone like that?
Much to see yourself and your own happiness first. You can't chase a man who are with another woman. It's not impossible, because if you love someone, you are faithful to that person. So this person don't deserve you. So see yourself and love yourself. Then you're going to be. I help the other person to be strong enough to take this step themselves. So when this person love themselves more, they realize themselves, this man don't deserve me.
Mhm.
I go another direction. A new man, or you're single and love it, going to happen. I think so. I help other women to strengthen themselves. I think that is the most important tips I give them, to see themselves and not get worried about if the man is going to take someone else, or if you going to have energy, you put out worries about he's having out there with five other women, or your energy is out there, not here. Don't care about those other girls. You are the best person in your life. You are the main character. You are the main character in this movie, in your life, movie life, or what you say. So, see yourself is what I help other people very much
Beth,
with. Yes.
I was having this conversation with a life coach, and they said that we get relationships wrong. Unconditional love does not exist. Do you agree with the statement?
Oh, hard question. I think it's not. It should be unconditional love, and I think some way is you have some unconditional love, but the society have very much do that and pushes, so you yourself end up in some energy mixed with the society, you what you want in your life and with the relationship. So I think it's like what you say, like utopic feeling you can strive to, but I don't think it's possible in
Okay.
it's hard question. It's hard question, because I want it to be like it's unconditional love every day, but I
Oh, I
think
mean,
it's
I guess
tough.
I feel like there was no right or wrong answer to it. When we were talking about it, he made valid points. And my response was, I feel like unconditional love does not exist in relationships. There is conditions. I feel like unconditional love does exist, but only when it comes to kids and parenting, like a mother and father, child and parent. As far as relationships, I was feeling like there is a condition, because if you don't follow through, if you're cheating on me, if there's no substance, then we leave each other, not meeting my expectation or standards. If it was unconditional, no matter what happened, we would stay together because unconditional love means, like we know, no matter what happens, we stick together through the pain, through the suffering, through the physicals, the emotions. No matter what, I'm going to always still love you. Now, the figure of speech I want to say is when you're no longer with someone, you still say I love them or I still love them, but the emotion behind it is no longer there. You're not in love with them, and you don't love them to the point that you're going to stay attached with them. So that's why I asked you. Another question I have is when you are dealing with someone that might have anxieties, have you dealt with
Yeah.
someone? Okay, so whatever anxieties that may occur, you're giving them counseling, some suggestions of advice, and their anxieties are stemming from maybe trying to fall back in love again because an ex was violent, they were emotional abusive. So their anxieties when they meet someone else, behaviors might surface that looks familiar. And they might be like, oh, so no, they're sitting with you. Spirituality and dealing with the mental health part, how do you have conversations with someone who's suffering from anxieties?
To take it more slow, slow down, more to be go to your root of yourself and see yourself first and let everything outside pass away. Lock yourself up, find your space to be you. It could be in your garden or in the woods or in somewhere in your bed or something like that. But it's a place where you can feel you are you and you can feel free and relieved or something like that, because anxiety comes from, it can happen from you have problems with yourself, to you have performance, you have results, and every pushes from outside world. It's not from your inside, it's from your outside. I don't know what was in the name now. The onion, you pull
The
the,
layers?
yeah, exactly, the layers. So you see the layers, which part of you want this or which part want that, and how it makes you feel. You puzzle with your onion in yourself. So you look on the pieces and see how you make you feel or how you don't want to feel this more, and you puzzle out the emotions you get from yourself. Then you can relieve everything and let it be. You coming through and forward or something like
Right,
that.
right. The advice that I've been hearing a lot lately, especially in the mental health and the social services, and the health professionals for anxiety, people who suffer from anxiety, that if you lean into the feeling when it's occurring, then when you see, once you lean into it, that it's nothing happens, and that can help you overcome that hindrance feeling of that anxiety. For example, let's just say you have an anxiety about opening the door, right? Now for
Yeah,
regular minds, we would feel like it's just a doorknob, just go through it. For them, it's real that there's something, some type of germaphobe or something behind the door. If they mustered the confidence to actually turn the knob and open it, they would see that nothing happened. And that helped them
yeah,
overcome it. Now, that's easier said than done because I, too, myself, transparency, suffer from anxiety. My anxieties usually come from stress. It usually comes from me overthinking, or if I'm in a heated debate or conversation that I might feel like I'm not getting my point across, then I would start to ventilate and start to get worked up. But if I, in the earlier times, I wasn't able to really understand and cope with what that was because I didn't know. I just thought I was dying. But after a while, it's just when I'm talking to other people who may have suffered from anxiety, or I'm talking to other professionals, I start to lean into that thesis of if you lean into the anxieties, if you lean into what you get anxiety from, you can embrace the feeling, and that anxiety, it won't go away necessarily in all, but it will make it more calm, and you can be at base level more than usual at that point. Depressions. You probably have clients that are depressed. The relationship didn't go right. Life is sucking, and they just need something to lean on. Do you feel like that's where spirituality and faith comes in the most?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because if you are like depression, you have to have something to look forward to. If you get people more hope, some fulfillment, or something to reach out on, some beliefs you believe in the future or something like that. I think the spiritual guidance come in there, because then you have to help the clients to see their own personality and see what they are being happy about, and try to help them to see these moments when they are feeling happy and what they feel about go into some areas that make them feel evolving as a person, and more like thriving and stuff like that forward. Yes.
Let's talk about, sorry, the dogs. I didn't know that. I just let them out. How do you wrap mental health and spirituality in a marriage couple? Have you ever counseled any marriage couples?
No, actually not. So I recently started one, because it was like because I don't am married myself. I don't have been with a man in 40 years, and I start this journey last week. It's very new for me, because I don't have understand that in that what you say, you see each other every day, you have some patterns you're going around, and he is have an issue with which what you say, in some part of the relationship he is no like the relationship in some way. It's like you have some routines, you wake up, you do that in every day in like 20, 30
Mhm.
years. So I don't have like a tips yet, because I'm
It's
new on it. But I think it's something else, because I think it's like see outside the pattern you are used to do and see something
okay.
else in
So
it.
now that you're in the profession, um, out of life coaching, you have a lot of mental health terminology. What is some titles or a position that you currently hold inside of the mental health profession? You a social worker? Are you a
What
therapist? Are you a medical social worker? Are you a family therapist, counselor?
more like a
Okay.
life coach and spiritual
Okay.
coach, you
Well,
can
what
say.
made you want to be a life coach?
Yeah. So
Let's ask.
I think it's because we need to have emotions, and we need to evolve our emotions and let go of some emotions. And I like to see when people thrive and develop themselves. And I've been happy when I see people and society going forward, and people are happy and fulfilling or something
No.
like that. So I like to work with people so they can be more, enjoy more of life or something like that.
Okay. Well, that's usually how it starts. Like whether it's life coaching, case management, social worker, social services provider, you have to have passion for it. There's a saying also that social work is a passion for peanuts. You can't get rich, but it's heartfelt moments and it's fulfilling positions. You're helping other individuals navigate life. So, yes, you do have to have a heart for it. You have to have a passion to help individuals. You're not going to be able to save the world, but you could save someone in the world. That's how I like to look at it. When
Yeah.
now that you're going into the life coaching, what services will you provide?
To help others with their life. I help them with sort things out, see themselves, and help them with their problems. I think I do. So it's one service I have, and then I have write a book in mental health 2013, I think, in Swedish. But last year I was translate that to English. So I translate the book in mental health in English. It's on Amazon, and it's my name on the book is The True Light in Your Existence, and you can search for it on Amazon. Through that book you can read, and it's like a book when I don't have the answer, but I try to describe how love can feel, how to follow your heart can feel, how guilt can feel, and pressure. It's like questions to ask yourself how you think you love yourself on the scale from 1 to 10, and you think you are happy or not happy. So it's like a guidance to you to help yourself. And I have do a course with this book, so I have some courses in it too, so you can go more into deep in yourself, so you can see the layers of yourself and see if you have some ghosts in your past that you feel guilt or shame for, or stressing you up, what's going to take to get to your goals and dreams and
No,
stuff
I
like that.
love that.
So a little bit of both this. I do. I am like an artist person in the start, because I paintings and writings. Writing in Swedish, English I don't have courage to do so much, but more speaking English. I think I like. But yeah, in Sweden I was, when I was a child, I loved to have this big question about life, and I like to write them down in Swedish and do like what you say, moral, like stories about morals, behavior. If you do like this
Oh
is
yeah,
good and stuff like that. I
I
did it
like
when
that.
I was like start to write when I was 7 years
Oh,
old.
7. You've been doing this.
So
Go girl,
that's
go girl. I love that. All right. So anybody who's looking to be a client from yourself, Cecilia, what services do they expect? No, we asked services already. What do you expect? What will clients expect to gain from seeking services from you?
I think people who come to me, they get honest advice, help for them to grow as a person and develop more like tools to love yourself and to go forward in love and good relationship forward. So I give like tools to help themselves to see themselves and grow more as persons, and so they can solve the problems with my help, but I'm not going to solve them for them. They're going to see themselves in this process, I
There
think.
you have it. And your services is open to what ages and what population are you providing services for?
Yeah, I have my service to everyone who can English or Swedish, but mostly English, and in every age and gender. So it's no particular area I don't can,
Okay.
or something like that. I can see people who are like young or adults or very old and stuff like that. It's more like they can come up to me and contact me with their problems and see if I have that experience or something like that. Because I have much experience. What you say? I have like experience, and I have like the
Mhm.
theory or the on paper, but so this complicate or what you say, this two side of it. I have experience and I have a little
Right.
bit of both, if you say
And
so.
I think that's very
Yeah.
important. I think it's
Okay. Thank
important to have experience and also have practice because you can know mental health, you can know spirituality in theory. Also, you need the experience.
you.
You need to, in spirituality, you
Yeah.
need to know how to pray, how to meditate, know what faith feels. You need to be connected to the universe in some kind of way, whether you're practicing astral projections, the different type of energies that you can connect with in the universe. If you're going to go on the mental health side, you have to have the experience. Experience brings authenticity. Where if you're a
Yeah.
person, everyone has stress, so everyone's experienced stress. So I think everyone's kind of an expert in stress. Bipolar, anxiety, depression, feeling anxious. These are things that, in some shape or form, everyone's experienced. We don't just have it in practice. We also have it in experience. And I think it's very important to have both, so you can be more effective and more relatable. My last question for you, is,
Mm,
in your opinion,
yeah.
why is mental health important?
Uh, I think it's many people out there, and I have experience of like narcissistic persons and energy thieves, and you have to look after yourself so you don't be bad, what you say, um, coming in bad situations that no good for you, and people are like use you in some way. So you the balance, I think the most I appreciate myself with this I work with is like I have grown up with a narcissistic father, so I can love myself and help others to love themselves and go get them to get boundaries so they are not narcissistic or like in the heart and not in the ego to use others. So when you live more in your heart, love yourself from the inside out, we can have a better world outside. Not so much war and narcissistic as and bad relationship and bad companies. We can have more happiness and love, I think. So it's why I think mental illness and mental health is very important to be aware of so we can understand it and look on the pieces and the layers of our identity and spirit
Hmm.
somehow, I think.
Amen. There you have it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had our guest today, Cecilia. She's all the way across the world. What time is it right now?
It's 8 p.m.
p.m.
here.
See? Oh, it's evening. So I know that we gotta let you continue your evening. It was a great pleasure to have you. This was a treat. We got to see what spirituality and mental health was like from the other side of the world. And I hope that someone will get something out of that. I'm gonna make sure that I leave all of your social media handles at the bottom of the description so people could be able to reach you and your website for if anybody wants to inquire for your services. With that being said, that was the episode of Let's Talk About It. You can tune in every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, you name it, we're there. I'll leave the handles down in the description section below. So, with that being said, until next time, I'll see ya. I'll miss ya. Peace.